Yeah, I know. That needs to be put in the trash. Yeah, you can't. That's
already mended them.
That's garbage. No
Are we
point.
live?
Okay.
We're live. We are live.
Oh, yeah, there goes. I got a delay on mine.
You got a delay?
Turn the sound off. Yeah, my shade is
We are, yeah.
giving me the chat.
So you can kind of see the chat. What is going on, guys? I don't know who all is out there. Let's see if we can get.
Yeah, that sun is really
bright tonight. And I don't know if we have to turn it a little bit. Maybe we need to turn that way and go that way.
It'll be gone in a couple minutes.
You think?
Yeah, which way do you want us to turn?
Well, let's see what we got here. Oh, right there. Yeah, let's turn to the side for now, and then when we start getting our sunset.
Yeah, Harry here says good evening. Orange Park, Florida.
Oh, there you go.
Harry and OG.
Okay.
OJI.
Chairs shift just a little bit.
Whoa. Too many things.
We have so much sun. We're trying to figure out how to actually get it.
Nobody put baby in a corner.
Have we got?
They put Lori in the corner apparently.
No, Lori's on.
Yeah.
Yes, she
There's
is.
Lori. Oh my gosh. Can you guys? Yeah.
Okay.
What is going on, guys? I don't know if we got sound or not. Have we got sound?
Yes.
How are we doing on sound?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, there's sound. Sound guy just confirmed there's sound.
We got repeaters. Oh yeah.
Are we all in there?
Yep. Goodness. Oh dear.
The only problem with these glasses, I can't see, so we have to change that a little bit. I can't. We have so much.
The glasses are great, but gee.
Yeah. How about we bring it in just a little bit?
There you go.
Are you still in? Lori's still in? Yep.
Yeah, we're still in.
Thanks, Harry. Glad to be back.
Again.
We are trying to get situated here. We weren't prepared for as much sunlight as we're getting right now, so we had to kind of turn it a little bit.
We're good now.
Yeah. We have Tom and Lori here. Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Tom and Lori just got here today. Literally, this is the first chance, really, that we've had to sit down and chat because they got here and they were setting up, and I was trying to get that video out. So I just finally got the video out and had just enough time to basically grab my coffee, set up the live.
I grabbed the coffee.
Yes.
Is it coffee with Bailey's?
It is. It's not Bailey's. I wish
Something
I could have.
close. It's more potent, but yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Called the Millionaire's Coffee, and there's a lot in it. Oh, we've kind of refined it down.
Refined it down.
Yep.
That's a good way to put it.
Oh.
Harry says your glasses still look cool, kind of Ringo Starr.
Right?
They
Right?
remind me of like a guy on a motorcycle with a scarf. And...
Right? Oh,
Hey, thanks,
I didn't
Marcy.
even
Glad
think
to be
about the
back.
scarf. Marcy, hello. How you doing? Yes, we have Miss Karen is back. Finally. Actually, she's been back for a week. I have been selfish. I haven't shared any video with you or anything. She and I have just been spending the last week together. Just relaxing.
Finally.
And, yeah. And we've gone into town a few times to get things, but otherwise we've been hanging out here and just taking care of stuff and visiting again. So I'm not sure if you saw the video or not, but I want to tell you, I was really glad to pick her up at the airport. Let's just
I
put it.
didn't get to see the video, so I didn't give my approval. It's
It's
just up there.
Uh-oh.
I get back and, you know, we're saying hello and hugs and whatnot, and I look down, I'm like, is that thing on? All right.
Oh, but oh,
Partner in crime, your navigator, and your other half.
that's
Thanks,
right.
Marcy.
Yes.
That's right.
She is definitely the navigator. I had to drive to Quartzsite, and I almost ended up in Chicago. I don't know.
Mesa? You
Yeah,
had to drive
from
to Mesa?
from Mesa to here with the coach.
You almost ended up in Chicago?
Right.
That's a
Wow,
roundabout
does he
way.
need a navigator?
Oh.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes.
Cheers.
Yay.
Oh my God.
And
It's
happy
great,
guys.
great to be here with you.
Oh,
don't
it is great to
forget
have
the
you guys
Quartzsite
too.
2019, 2020.
2020.
Well,
officially.
2019, 2020 winter.
Winter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here
Love
we
you.
are. We're here.
Oh. Oh. So glad that you guys could be here. I can't see a
you.
thing with these glasses on.
You know what?
I'm hiding behind you. You can kind of.
But they're cool, right?
They look good on camera.
Yeah.
They look even better in person.
Yeah.
Right?
And now
They're
all I
really
want to do
cool.
is scour the desert and go find my own pair.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine finding those? I mean, really,
Yeah,
they're in
yeah,
perfect
and they're
condition.
in great shape. Anybody that wants to try them on is more than welcome.
You know,
They make
No, 'cause you might
anybody
not get 'em
cool.
back. So,
If-
Look at the spring.
if these disappear, I didn't take them.
here we go.
Here we go.
You won't
See?
be able to see anything with them because they're not prescriptions.
Oh,
hey, look at
there you go.
He might confiscate those.
Right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know how to do a live without them, so I'm so glad that they're here.
You want to try them, Lori? She's like,
She wouldn't want to try 'em. That's all right. Karen didn't want to try them either. So,
Too funny.
I've tried not.
Styling.
so where are you guys coming from? So these guys know.
We've been boondocking down by Yuma on Oglebay Road, which is just west of Yuma.
Yeah.
And we didn't go to the American Girl Mine Road area. We went farther north of that.
Yeah.
And basically out there by ourselves.
Yeah.
You know,
Kind
there's
of nice.
3 or 4 other rigs around,
Scattered
but
around.
100, 200 yards away.
Yeah, this is really crowded.
This
compared
is
to where we
really crowded here. But hey, it's Quartzsite.
Yeah,
It
that's
is
right.
And
Quartzsite.
That's
it's
right.
probably going to get worse.
Oh, it'll get
in the
worse.
next
Yeah,
couple
we
weeks,
know.
so.
We
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Just spoiled.
The closer we get to the Big Ten event, the more and more people start
Oh,
showing
yeah.
up. We've got the RTR is happening in Parker.
I'm not sure when it starts.
Kind of. It's
Actually,
in between
18th to the
Parker
20th.
and here.
It's
like
the
halfway.
fairgrounds.
The Parker Fairgrounds.
But
Right.
it's what is it, 25 miles from here and 25 miles from Parker, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, is it that
It's
far?
right
Yeah,
in
it's
the middle.
right in the
Oh
middle.
my
halfway
gosh.
either way.
Oh wow. Okay. And so you know, we did make you a fire. It's back here. We have too much sun over this direction, so I can't put the camera that direction. When we get closer to our sunset, you're definitely going to get to join in. So we're not going to leave you out hanging on that one. We'll definitely share that with you. But
I like our background. Got the saguaro over here.
yeah,
that's
yeah,
true. It's just in screen.
yeah.
Nice.
So the temperature is right at that point where you can do a t-shirt. Lori's doing a t-shirt. I've got a jacket on, and it's too hot. It's too hot.
Sweatshirt,
Sunset
I'm
a
just
t-shirt.
right.
Yeah.
We've got our
T-shirt.
sweatshirts here for when that sun does go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The breeze earlier was chilly.
Yeah. Oh. It,
Justin and Christina say hello, everybody.
oh, Justin and Christina, that last video that you guys put out just sent a chill up my spine.
Uh-oh.
What in the world are you doing up there? They had snow. It was about
Oh,
6 inches
no.
of snow. Oh my God.
doing it.
Lucky.
And I think I commented, I just said, brr.
I'm jealous.
This one likes snow.
Oh,
I love love the snow.
Do you?
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
To each his own.
Now, what
You
about
can get away with that, but
now? Have you been in the snow in full time?
Yes,
And how do you guys do in the snow?
we don't.
You don't.
It
It's
was okay.
tough,
It,
isn't
it
it?
was fine, and
It's tough.
it's not necessarily even the snow. The snow's okay. It's when it gets
Really
cold.
cold.
Okay.
The cold weather can shut us down, which it did our first year full timing. And then just this was it October. It was six degrees.
Oh yeah.
We were in 6-degree weather in the
God.
Reno area,
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
having our refrigerators worked on.
I
It was
remember
cold,
Wow. That
but
is
we had
cold.
no issues because we figured out how to deal with them by then.
Right. And we
But-
had 50 amps, so we were able to
Yeah.
run a little heater
Okay.
down in the
Space heater in the basement.
basement.
Well, I went through a winter, and one of the things that I learned is
I'm glad we have covers. on
I
our
don't
shit.
do winter well in the coach.
Yeah.
And mainly because I like to have the slides out, and when you get like a foot of snow on top of the slides, and then it doesn't melt off,
Yeah, we had to get up on the roof and
you got to get up
Get
on
rid
the
of
roof and
sweep it.
try to get it off, get the ice off, and then try to get your slides closed, because you're always going to need water or propane or something like that. And that was
a lengthy amount of time is not good, but it was just a couple of days, so
yeah,
a couple days would
That's
be
tolerable.
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, a couple days would be okay.
you gotta
So,
watch those pipes freezing. For
Yeah.
Sure.
well, Justin and Christina, they're up in Montreal, Canada. So they
Oh,
were
boy.
covering up their rig, and that was their last video that I saw. for it.
Winterized it.
Yeah,
got it
and
closed out.
putting it away. But they are, I don't know if they say, they're on their way to Tampa, Florida, the RV
Oh,
show.
the RV show.
Mm.
Yes. So,
Last we heard.
and they're going to do a live
Here
because
it comes.
last week, if you watch Sunday, our happy hour live, we challenged these guys to do a live, and
Yeah.
this doesn't count.
So now we're doing it.
Ah.
This
I said
doesn't
it
count.
counts. He says it doesn't count.
We have to
Oh.
do a solo,
Right,
right?
right.
If we go
But Justin
turn
and
that-
Christina, you said on your video you're going to try to do a live. Now, officially, we're putting the challenge out to you guys. We want to see that live. So there you are. You're on the spot now. Now, if you don't make it down to Tampa, we totally understand.
No, they say they're flying in. That's how they're going to get down there.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. No, I figured you guys were flying down because you're getting your
Your rig put away.
their rig put away, and
Yeah.
they got it all covered up, and so we'll see how that they've still got to be loving going down to Tampa from Montreal, Canada.
Oh, yeah.
As cold as it
There you
is up
go.
there. So good for
guys.
you guys. But you haven't
They
been
said hi to us.
officially challenged now. We want to see it. We want to see that live. So
There you go.
there you go.
It could be a one-time thing, and you could like it so much you'll do it again and again.
on and off.
Maybe.
But have you noticed as YouTubers now, if you guys don't know, Tom and Lori
Scott.
are YouTubers at Tom and Lori
RV life.
RV Life. And we've been subscribed to you guys for years now. And we met you guys a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And finally getting back together again here at Quartzsite. But have you noticed that YouTube is, a lot of the YouTubers are going to the lives?
There's more and more of it.
Yeah. I mean, Camper Van Kevin, there's
Yeah,
there's
they
a
did their
number
New Year's
of them.
Eve thing. That was
Even
cool.
Adam the Woo, they're starting to do more and more lives.
It's fun to the interaction.
You know who they got
Oh, it
that
is,
from?
yeah.
Us.
You.
Yeah, they got it from us.
Now, Adam the Woo has been doing it for forever. You can't claim him.
They got it from us. Adam, you're welcome. I'm glad to contribute to your success.
Can we have bacon for dinner tonight?
So,
Random man.
That was random.
It's a
Whoa,
random man.
Marlon Maddie's, Mateys
Marlon
says,
Beatty.
"Where's the bacon?"
Where's the bacon?
Tom, where's the bacon?
Tom,
Okay,
where's the
I see
bacon?
it. Sorry, Marlon.
I have to
They
ask
said
the boss.
hi,
Oh.
Jennifer, and hi, Tom and Lori.
No, I don't
Hey,
think
from
bacon's
Where's
on the
Bacon?
menu for tonight.
Who we got our shout outs here from? We've got got Justin and Christina.
Marlon
Star.
Mades. is
Marlon
here,
Mades.
Star
Hi,
is
David,
here.
Karen.
April Benson.
Hi, Tom and
I
Lori.
got ashes falling around me.
Yes,
April's
that's
here.
everywhere.
April, hello.
Yeah, your coffee's
Yeah.
gonna have some
Star,
ashy flavor.
welcome.
Marcy was
Star.
commenting that I'm probably tired of the snow by now.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
yeah, I was tired of the snow.
Yes.
Too much.
Yeah.
Nope.
Karen was back in Oregon for a couple months, and I got to rub it in for 2 months.
That was
Cold,
nice.
Yeah, really cold.
With temperature updates, and then every now and then I would say, "How much snow have you got there?"
Yeah.
You know, talk to her on the phone.
I said a few choice words,
Ah,
which I can't repeat live.
Well, we can. This isn't.
And I don't know.
This isn't network TV. So
True. Okay, my filter is on. I'm gonna leave it on.
What's a filter?
right.
Says the man with no filter. Justin and Christina said, "Okay, guess we're gonna have to do a live."
You gotta do a
then."
live. There you go,
Yeah,
guys.
you do.
We'll be looking forward to it. We hope that you can do it. That would be really fun to see you guys do it. You have been officially challenged though, so if you don't do a live there, then you're gonna have to do one in the snow. So pick your poison, which one you want to do, you know. Of course, they could be by a fire inside
With
and
a window in the
window in the background
yeah,
that'd
and
be
looking
nice.
out.
That's
That
pretty.
would be
and
nice.
Yeah, that'd be all right. Star says, "Hi, Dave and Karen, Tom and Lori. Nice to see you."
Hello, Star.
nice
I'm
to see you
back.
too.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh,
Deb and Paul, Northern Idaho. Now, that's
Northern-
another cold place.
yeah, it is. Who's that?
Star.
Star. Okay. Yeah, Deb and Paul from Northern Idaho. How much snow have you guys got up there?
Are you in Star, Idaho?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, it's Deb and Paul, and the screen name is Star. So maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. So we came up with a thought this morning. You know, every time that we come up on a live, we try to pick something that we might be able to use as a topic of conversation to kind of go at. And we thought, what about a top 10 list or the top things that make full timing possible for you? Now, this wouldn't be necessarily for everybody. Everybody's going to kind of be their own, whatever makes them comfortable or whatever makes it possible.
We're talking comfort.
Right.
What do you need to be comfortable to do this all the time?
But one of mine on the list was we travel slowly. Now, we only do, when we're traveling, even cross country, we only do about, just knowing from experience driving coaches and doing 600 plus miles a day, I knew
bueno.
I never wanted to do that again. And that wouldn't make it, I wouldn't want to be in this lifestyle if that's what it meant doing.
Yeah, that's a lot of driving.
So yeah, that was one of the big ones. But you know, we talked to, Karen and I were sitting here talking and saying, you know, what comforts make this possible for you to do, and that was the first one that
Yeah,
you know
for us. that is.
kind of came to my mind.
We're also kind of talking about what does it take to get a rig thoroughly ready and what you want it to be comfortable out on the road too.
Yeah,
Kind of combine the two subjects. And how long does it take to get a rig up to the standard of what you want?
yeah. Can you go to the dealership and buy a rig that is fully outfitted and ready to go full time?
No.
No. Would you say? No way.
I wouldn't think so.
It takes, well, we're still working.
Yeah.
And we're talking years.
Just this last week, we're adding LED lighting.
Yeah.
We're,
Yeah, that's
you
Cut
know,
down on power usage.
Yep.
and
Yeah. He spent a whole day on LED lighting.
Yep.
yeah, And I got done with the day and I turned to her and I said, we can never sell this rig because I don't want to start all over again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's the problem. You put so much time and effort
into it.
and your own man hours into it. It's like, I don't want to get rid of this thing.
Yeah,
I don't care what I find out there. I don't want to change.
that and the money that you put into it with all the little
All the
things.
little stuff.
The add-ons,
right?
yeah.
It may not be big dollar items, but if you take that over the course of 4 years, setting your rig up for you, that all adds up.
Mhm.
And the amount of hours finding that stuff,
And more than likely, if you sell it, all that goes with it. So you, like you said, you have to start all over
all
again.
over again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just turned to Karen this morning and I said, we are never selling this rig.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Well, and the number one thing that we talked about when you buy a new rig, what's the first thing you did?
Mm. So every RV that I have gotten in my life, the very first thing that we replaced, probably even before I slept a night in it, was the mattress.
Oh yeah.
I don't know
First
what it
thing.
is
Yeah.
about RV mattresses, but you combine RV and mattress together,
And it sucks.
and that is,
Yeah.
you can look it up in the dictionary, and it says uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Joke's on you.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, that was us when we got ours, and we slept on it one
One
night.
night,
And
One
Tom's like, I can't do this. There's no way.
no way. We
No
gotta
way.
fix this now, or this isn't gonna happen.
So we slept on
Right.
it for
Right?
the next night because we were away. And then the next time we took the trailer out, we have a select comfort bed with a pillow top. So
Oh.
what we did was we unzipped the pillow top and we took that,
Put it in
put
the
it on
RV.
top of the mattress, and that was a lot better.
But it still
But-
wasn't good
It
enough, was
wasn't
it?
good
Still
enough.
got rid of it and learned how to put
Our home.
there we are.
Uh-oh.
We're back. We
Learn-
put our residential
Yeah.
California King
Mattress in there.
Made it
select
fit.
comfort bed in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow. Good
Oh,
for
Made it
you.
fit.
yeah.
You can
Yeah.
walk all the way around it.
Yep. Yep.
It's nice.
You
Good
have
for you.
to. You have to.
Yeah.
And I've owned
Comfort.
cab
Comfort.
over campers,
Yeah.
travel trailers. Every one of them, without exception, I've replaced the beds on
Yeah.
the mattresses.
I think you're right. That
Well,
would
we
be
know
the
now.
that would be the
Yeah.
first thing.
Yeah.
We
Number
know
one.
now.
Number one was
Yeah,
the first
It
thing.
really would be.
Yep. So
Hmm.
I don't know what it is about RV manufacturers and their mattresses. They
Excuse
must get their mattresses from Rocks Emporium or something.
Because they're cheap.
I guess. I don't know.
I have no idea.
No.
But second on our list, I think, was figuring out what size is comfortable for you. A lot of people are more comfortable in real small rigs. We talked
Yeah.
about that earlier.
Yeah.
We're not. We need some space. We need a small apartment on wheels because that's
Yeah,
what
that's
we're
what we have
comfortable
too.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what we've got.
I mean, it would be nice to have a smaller one to get into certain places, but
Right.
this is our home. It's not necessarily an adventure vehicle.
Right.
You
Not-
know,
it's not a camper.
No, we
No,
don't
I
camp
don't
either.
camp.
Right.
I live.
We're
Yeah.
living wherever our rig is.
We
and
full
Yeah.
time, we live in,
Yeah.
this is our home, whatever you want to say it.
Yeah.
Camping happened back when we had families
Young.
and we were going out for the weekend,
Weekend only.
go up to the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Marcy says that there is no perfect rig, but everything you add to it makes it perfect for you.
Yeah.
right, it
Perfect,
just
yeah.
tailors it to you. That's why I
Exactly.
started
That's
off.
how you make it perfect for you.
Yeah, yeah, and
With those-
everybody is different.
Yep.
Whatever your comfort level, whatever makes it possible for you to do it,
Yep.
and
And to make you feel like you're at home, if that's what you want, is
Right.
for it to feel like a home.
right.
And we do. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Same here.
we plan on doing this as long as we can. And so it's our home.
Yeah. Imagine Travel says you can't even buy one from a dealership to go for a weekend. That's just about right, isn't it? I mean, it really is.
And they put a 3-inch memory foam on top of theirs, so
Oh, yeah. There you
Heard a
go.
Make it
lot of
better.
people doing that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So what about you guys? So after the mattress, what comfort item makes it possible for you guys to do?
Well, we kind of rearranged some things. We immediately got rid of the sofa sleeper because we didn't want that in there. We didn't need it, and we moved where the recliners were and put them in the back where the couch was.
But why did we get rid of the sofa sleeper? Because this rig only sleeps two.
Two. Right.
No guests.
Yeah.
No guests.
You know,
Bring your sleeping bag. You can sleep on the floor.
yeah, the grandkids slept on the floor.
Discourages guests.
Yeah, you know that you find these little tiny campers. Oh, sleeps 10.
It's like,
Really?
what do you do? Stack them up?
I guess. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
My last rig was a south wind. It was a 36-foot south wind.
Wow.
It had no slides, and it actually inside the interior, it had more cabinet storage, and it had 3 beds that you could sleep comfortably, 3 sets of adults, 3 pairs of
Wow.
adults. So you could sleep 6 people in this thing
With no slides.
with no slides. But now this rig
Sleeps two.
sleeps
Yeah,
well.
There you go.
We do have our sofa
Yes.
sleeper, right?
We still have the sofa sleeper. We
Yeah.
do. We
And-
do.
and that-
Bailey came to visit.
And and we do have the kids. I have a standing offer to the kids that they can come and visit us any place that they're at, and
We're at.
you know if
Yeah.
and where we're at, right? And Bailey came out, my daughter came out, and that was wonderful having her. So I will say it is kind of nice having that ability
Yeah.
to have her out.
Well, we had our grandsons, and they just brought their big bean bags and slept in those.
Left over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that worked.
You Make it work.
But we went to Cape Cod to visit my aunt, my favorite aunt in the world, with my brother and my sister-in-law, and they came with us in the coach, and they actually slept on the bed. The bed is comfortable. That's usually your couch,
Yeah, that's my couch.
and how's that?
Oh, it's comfortable.
Yeah, so it works as a couch just fine, and it gives us that ability to have an extra bed if we need it. But that's only 4 people for a 40-foot coach with 4 slides.
There you go.
There it is. Yeah.
There it is.
Hi, James. Hi, James.
Marcia says they don't call it a couples camper for nothing.
Right.
Yeah. Oh.
Star, they have a motorhome, but only for vacation. They have 2 horses and 2 dogs.
Mm,
Horses take a lot of care.
They love our refrigerators.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. They're 2 separate refrigerators.
The
So
size
which we
they love.
found out. I mean, we knew we were spoiled already, but it really came to light when
One
we were
broke.
having them repaired and we were down to 1. It was like,
Now you have 2 separate refrigerators
Separate
side by
refrigerator,
side.
Side by side, 2
Okay.
freezers, everything is separate.
Yeah, I
Because
saw that. Yeah.
we've been inside, and inside it just in your mind it is a
looks like-
double door
It looks like
refrigerator.
one.
Yeah.
It's totally separate.
Yeah.
we're,
Okay.
we're very happy that it's 2
We're-
individual ones.
Well, I bet.
Yeah.
We're very spoiled.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
right.
Spoiled
nice.
that, it's the 2 separate ones, and spoiled that we have 2.
Right.
So, and that they're separate,
And again, your comfort. What
Exactly.
makes it
That's
right.
it.
Right.
perfect for
Right.
you.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a single fridge would be okay for a single person, but I think a double fridge
It's
really.
hard. We've seen friends, try to maneuver with just one, and it's like, dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a lot
That's
of extra
difficult.
things that we keep in the refrigerator, like bread and extra waters and that kind of thing just can't always be in the refrigerator.
Right.
So we're just spoiled
James
with
says Tom is spoiled, no doubt.
that.
What?
And we got our sunset happening here. Let me see if I can get us
Oh,
so that we can see it.
Keep us in.
there it goes. There
There
it
it
is.
There it
Gotta
is.
love that.
Yeah, let me see if I can get us all in the picture here. I don't know, hopefully you guys can still hear us. And
There it is.
there it is. So Lori, you'll have to speak up. I think.
That's
probably
so
actually
good.
that little speaker does well,
It does.
and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you can hear it okay. But I didn't want you guys to miss the sunset, and there you go. So.
There you go.
Oh.
Don't blink, it happens fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Yeah, it
kidding.
does. Yeah, it does.
Yep, there's goes the chilliness.
That didn't take long.
From
Yep,
one instant to the next.
That breeze on the back of your neck.
Wow.
Then we start losing our light.
Now, are you guys? Now one of our favorites and thing that makes it? I think when I was buying the coach and tried to figure out what I wanted to do, I wanted to make it as simple to walk into the coach as you walk into a small apartment. And one of the things that I wanted with that was a generator start, an automatic generator
Yeah,
start.
we talked about that.
Something that I wouldn't have to think about starting the generator and automatically do it yourself. And now Tom and Lori have a fifth wheel. Now, are you guys outfitted with generator or?
It's in the truck.
I have
It's
a
in the truck.
champion in the truck
Okay. And
with
that-
a remote start.
with the remote start. Oh, that
I
is
can
perfect.
do it from my
Okay.
chair.
I love it.
I just
love
have to
it.
be plugged in.
Just has to have it ready to go.
And I've been asked by my son, by my brother, a generator is really a key
Oh, yeah.
piece of this, isn't
It
it?
is. It is, especially if you're going to be doing a lot of boondocking. We hem hauled around on the generator, but like our friend Becky says, invest in yourself. You'll pay for that generator just like that.
Right.
And we did.
And we
Right.
did.
And there's no shortage of using it, I'm sure.
There's
We
not.
Yeah.
don't use it very often, just when it's cloudy or rainy.
Right.
It's because we
Yeah.
have the solar, so we do that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
very,
98%
very
of the
seldom do
time.
we use that generator.
Yeah.
But it's nice when it's there.
Nice having it
you
there.
have
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the power system for full timing is kind of different than your weekend warrior. There's kind of a triad there of solar power, generator, battery, inverter, and all three of those come together to create a comfort level. And if you start doing away with any of those, you start kind of losing that comfort level. I think, you know, everything plays in. The solar plays in. The battery bank plays in. The generators plays in. So
Especially when you're working, like we all do.
right,
So that makes it, like you said, different from the weekend warriors who aren't working.
right,
You know.
right, yeah. So and they go out for the weekend and they just need their batteries to last for that weekend,
Exactly.
and then they're going back home. You
Yep.
know?
Mhm.
So
Yeah. Beyond that. So Dale and Sherry are here. Little Ray.
That's my
Emma.
brother.
Emma and Ray are joining in.
They
Amber,
want to know where
Emma,
we're at.
Emma,
Wondering.
little Emma is here. Hi, Emma.
she wants to know where we are.
We are in Quartzsite, Arizona.
Arizona.
Yes,
With the sunset, sort of.
we've got
There's no clouds.
the sun
so,
setting.
It's pretty on the mountains across from
Yeah.
us, though. And they're all
Yeah, they're lit up.
Yeah.
So, but then we'd have to move. Everybody'd have to move again.
Let's not be
musical chairs, and by the time we would do that, it'd be done.
Yeah.
It'd
Yeah.
be gone.
It's over.
Yeah.
Let's not go there.
The fire is almost dead.
Oh, darn
Oh
it.
my gosh. Hold on. I need to tend to the fire.
You put a log on the fire.
Because I can't get that close to the smoke.
Oh, whatever. You do when you're cooking in the kitchen.
Oh.
Whoa!
There will not be bacon tonight, that's for sure. I think he's having oatmeal.
I mean, I always know when dinner's done, the fire alarm goes off.
Oh, he's digging himself in
Wow,
deeper.
wow.
Do you need a shovel there, Tom?
Yep, anniversary's over. That was yesterday. So.
One day,
Honeymoon's
it's all
over,
you get.
anniversary's over. Yep, yep. See, James says, Tom, you goof, no bacon.
least wait for the bacon, Tom.
Oh,
Mm.
oh goodness. They're all saying hello. Hey guys, thanks. I'm back. Dale and Sherry are
Dale,
saying, "Hey, welcome back." Yeah,
uh,
right, me.
yeah.
Too funny. Now you see here,
I
he
see.
uses his other screen name, and then he has to put in there in
In
parentheses.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
Dale
me and
Sherry.
Who it is?
You goof. He's another goof.
How many screen names do you have? Do you think you could sign in with all of them? Then it looks like we have more people
More
here.
people. Too funny.
What else? What else is on our comfort list? What have we got on our
Well,
comfort?
I was wondering, I don't know if you guys know, a lot of the new rigs automatically have the auto gen start. Do you know if fifth wheels come out with the auto gen start when they're out off the road?
I do not know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
have
know
no
if they
idea.
include that.
Yeah, and I don't know if motorhomes do either. Honestly.
Well, Sam in Virginia,
Some
he
do.
didn't even
I've
know
heard-
he had it until
Uh-oh,
you showed
we're
it.
scrolling.
That's just my computer.
Let's just.
As long as that's
Maybe
his life.
Kevin
Okay.
have just a button that they push.
No, I don't think that's what he means.
Oh,
You
I
mean
don't
the
know.
it automatically starts.
It
knows the
automatically
battery's
starts
low.
on its own.
Oh.
Right.
On its own.
Oh, that,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if fifth wheels actually do that. But I know, like you said, the motorhomes do.
Yeah.
A lot
I
of
don't-
them
I don't
have
know.
it.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know about that.
That's a good question. We could look into that and talk about it next week.
Well, we camp with some friends, Sam in Virginia, and that would be the other thing that is really important: is know your rig, know your equipment.
He didn't know a lot about his rig.
No, Sam was a wonderful person, and God, if he watches this video, definitely. I can't say enough about Sam in Virginia. Just wonderful, wonderful people. But he had his rig for a number of years, and he did want to go full time. And his wife Virginia was saying, no.
She wasn't so sure about it.
We were sitting around the fire one night, and my generator fired up like it normally does on its own, and he was shocked. And I said, he said, what happened? And I said, it starts on its own. It does? He was amazed with it. And I said, Sam, I'm almost certain that yours has this.
And it did, huh?
And he didn't
Oh,
even
wow.
know. I went into the coach with him and I said, it's right here. And I hit the panel, his control panel, and there it was right there. And he didn't even know that he had that function. Of course, now his generator was starting in the middle of the night.
Oh, yeah.
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 Well, and I guess a lot depends on where you buy it from too. If you buy it from, a dealership, they're going to walk you through a lot of that. But they go so fast. with
Some dealers.
Some
many
dealers.
If you
details.
don't get it, if you get it from somewhere like we did, I knew more about the Alpha before they did because I had
They did.
researched so much.
It was a
Yeah.
consignment lot.
Yeah,
And
so
that's-
they get all kinds of
okay.
used
And
rigs
that's
in
the
there.
best way to buy right there.
Yeah.
You've done your homework. You
know what
you've
I
done
had all
your
kinds of
stuff.
questions for them, and they were like,
They had no clue.
Right.
Oh,
Right. So knowing how your rig works
well, yeah.
and the functions of it. The other one was battery maintenance. And
Right.
one of the huge things that I've always had flooded cell batteries, so I'm constantly going in and checking the water on the batteries. Not constantly, about once a month.
yeah, that's what we've got.
Go in
slated
and
for
check the
too.
batteries.
Once a month.
Yep.
First of every month.
And he had never checked the batteries. So I said, well, I've got to do mine. Let's do yours while we're at it. Bone dry.
Holy moly.
They were bone
Oh my goodness.
dry. We poured 2 gallons of water just about into those batteries. And I told her, I said, you owe me you owe me water. So when you go to the store, well, it had to be distilled water.
Distilled water, yeah.
And so he couldn't find distilled water
No.
in Quartzsite.
It was RTR time, and it was gone in
Oh,
town. It
wow.
was empty in town.
So, but yeah, I mean, just knowing that, knowing these little things, knowing how your rig works. If you want to go full time, you're going to try to talk your spouse into doing that. It's going to be pretty
Comfort.
important to.
Say hi to Joe, the computer guy, you guys. Who can only
Hey,
be on for a second.
Joe, hello, Joe. How
Glad
you
you made
doing?
it.
I saw you
Even
over
if
at
it's for a little bit.
Next Exit. He was over at Next
Yep.
Exit video. I'm sorry I didn't
Happy
get to.
birthday to your brother.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Happy birthday today. Can't stay. Okay.
Yep, no
Yeah.
problem. Next Exit is another one. They got Bob and Pearl come over here, and they just had a live just before ours, and I was working on the video. I couldn't do it, so Karen was on there, and
I was typing comments, but they didn't recognize me because I was on my personal.
Oh yeah.
So I kept saying, our never, our never. Our
In
never.
parentheses.
It's
Yeah.
here, in the house.
Yep.
We're in Quartzsite with Tom and Lori. Too funny.
But Joe, it's good to see you here. I'm glad that you came by.
That's the
Now you
We'll
best.
get the battle born
That's
with
the
you.
best when you get to remind them, Joe.
Like you're
9
older
years
than
older.
me.
Burn
10
back.
years though.
Burn back.
Who's older than you? Oh, just JJ, right?
Yeah, by
It
that
gets
much.
worse and worse.
I believe Tom started it and Lori's finishing
Yay.
it. Oh.
Yeah, so solar's great.
Next rig,
Next rig with
Battleborn.
Battleborn lithiums. Yeah,
that's a
Justin and
dream.
Christina, you wanted to do the lithiums. I don't blame you. That's good batteries. I just can't afford them. Big bucks.
Big
That's
bucks.
a lot of money for those.
Not in our
But
budget either.
Battleborn, if you're out there, we'll take some. We need some, and we'll definitely include you in on the conversation when we talk about it.
Oh.
Yep. Same deal. 50 million other RVers.
Only we'll do it better.
Right, we'll do it better.
Just do it better than the other guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
What else have we got on there?
Oh.
Tom and Mary Lori.
Your brother said
Thank
he's on
you.
the iPad. That's why it's this screen name and not
Oh, okay. We'll
Yeah.
forgive you this time.
the other. Joe said hi, Tom. I'm Mary Lori and Karen too. You're
Cheers,
married.
Ken and Kathy.
Ken and Kathy. Hi guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm out of cheers.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Did that happen?
Normally I make it last.
That's not
I
right.
know, right?
You gotta think ahead.
No.
Yeah, somebody brought a spare.
Refill.
Oh,
I'm
wait.
pressing
What?
keys.
What is that?
Wait.
Careful for the laptop. It's gonna fall.
Yeah, it didn't mean to.
So what is it for you guys? If you guys are full timers out there, what are your comfort items? What makes it possible for you to do it? Or if you're thinking about going full time, what are some of the things you're thinking about right now that when you go full time, that is definitely something that you want to have? Put it in the comments section so that we can see it.
One of our other items was washer and dryer.
Oh,
I do not do laundromats.
no?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Really?
We do not do washer dryer.
We
in
don't
our
do
rig.
washer
Yeah.
dryer. We actually had our
Yeah,
washer
take it
dryer
out.
ripped out of the rig.
Yep. Get it out.
Get it out of there.
Now, why did you have it taken out?
They needed
Several
the space.
reasons.
Okay.
Not so
Not
much.
really space.
Okay.
Weight, yes.
Yeah,
We offset the weight from the washer dryer
because they are heavy.
Solar
with
system.
solar and 4 batteries instead of just the 2 batteries
Yep.
that were in it when we bought it.
Okay.
But the biggest reason is because it took all day to do 1 or 2 loads of laundry.
Little tiny loads, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it took forever. And then boondocking, the water
The water
Yeah,
usage,
water usage and water storage.
Yeah.
wastewater storage,
I would-
and electricity.
We
for
would
it,
rather
so
go to a laundromat and spend 2 hours
be done
and be done.
And be done with
with
it.
a month.
Be
Sure.
done.
Yeah.
Be
Sure.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that totally makes sense.
Just one moment. Justin and Christina have to go, so. they said-
Okay, good
ciao
having
for
you guys
now.
here. I'm so glad that you stopped by.
Okay, so you guys love your washer and
Yeah,
dryer. You
We
wouldn't
love
have
the,
without
we
it.
live by it, but we don't do a boondocking. Now, if it's the last day of boondocking or near the last day, and we've got plenty of water, we'll go ahead and run it. But it takes generator to run it.
Yeah.
So you got to run your generator to actually run the dryer or run the washer. It does take a bit of water to do each load. Now, like you said, it's a slow process. There's small loads,
Yeah.
and they do take a couple hours per load to do.
Yeah.
And if you have 6 loads of laundry, yeah, you're going to be doing that all day long. So typically it waits until we're at the RV park.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we can just run it, just let it
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were at the RV parks, we would use it
Yeah.
then too instead. And even then, sometimes it was just easier to go to the laundry room and do it there.
Right.
It is
Then-
nice to get them all done
Yeah.
all at the same time.
All at
Yeah.
the same
True.
time and just be done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, we're off touring some fantastic site while the laundry's running at
Oh, see,
home.
and I wouldn't do that.
She's afraid.
I was afraid.
She's always afraid
Oh,
there's going to be a
no.
water leak.
A water leak
No.
or a fire.
We
Oh,
turn it
yeah.
on and we go do something
So
else.
she-
Oh yeah, I wouldn't do that anyway.
We haven't had any
Wouldn't leave
water
it.
leak.
She's like, get it out.
We have had the
OCD.
washer break down a couple times.
Yeah.
One
Wow.
was my own fault.
One was his.
Uh-oh.
I ran a screw through a board on.
The brain.
So
Okay,
I'm-
wait, I gotta cut in again. Sorry.
okay.
Little Ray says, quote, Emma, I like this show.
Thank
We love you, Emma. Make sure your dad subscribes. Click the little bell over to the right.
I love it. Okay, back to the subject. You killed the brain.
I killed
Of the
our
washer.
washer dryer. So, coming from Beaver Coaches, where I used to work, one of the things we did was to secure the washer dryer was put a couple of brackets down at the bottom and run a couple of screws right into the base of the washer dryer. Now, knowing the way that they used to make washer and dryers, there's nothing around the bottom, so it's quite safe to run a couple of screws into the bottom, through brackets to the floor. It holds it down nice and tight. So I grab my brackets, I grab my screws, I run the screws right into the side, down into the floor. All right, we are all set. I turn on the washer and it looks at me and says, yeah, what do you want? I go down and I finally pull it out. I look at the bottom of the washer and there is only a 2-inch section where a main board, a computer board, goes down all the way to the bottom of the dryer. And I couldn't have hit it better.
Yeah. Oops.
I dead centered that board, and out went our washer and dryer. We were done until I got another.
Now, he had it out for maintenance. He was working on it, got it all put back together, put it back in, put the screw in. So much for all that work.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
So Ken and Kathy, they plan to get a Super C with big tanks and have a residential washer and dryer.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Now, if you can do I haven't seen that, but
All right.
I
More power to
the
you.
stackables.
Well, that's what ours was. It was a Kenmore stackable, but
Okay.
it had to be made for RVs because you could only do one thing at a time. You could only wash
Or dry.
or dry.
Or drive, right?
You had to flip the switch to do one or the other.
Because that's a lot of power going
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
yeah.
it was on its own circuit breaker and everything.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, you had to do it. But
Yeah.
boy,
I like that. What we recently did, one of the things I like the stackables is that if you have something that you just want to dry, you can just dry it. If you have something that you just want to wash, you can just wash it in the washer. On these single units, it's washer and dryer together, and once you start it, you pretty much have to wait all the way through the deal.
Yeah.
Okay, so it
Yeah.
washes it and then dries
It
it.
locks
right?
the door,
Oh, okay.
and you're kind of done.
You're locked in.
Yeah.
When it goes into dry cycle, if you want to add a dryer sheet, you can't do it. Now, I will say I just worked on the dryer here not too long ago. I removed that function, so now you can open it. Oh, honey, don't open the washer when
Well,
it's
it's
washing.
washing.
Oh, no.
Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Be careful about opening it.
Because it's no longer locked. Just to
Okay.
let you know,
I know, you told me. So I'm aware. But
A front loading then?
it is front loading. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be dangerous.
but
Yeah.
I still have to get that in my mind that don't pull on that.
Put a sticky note on it, tape it, say do not open.
When water is
Yeah.
slushing. The water don't open.
Of course, that might be a clue.
Right.
Like the ocean's gonna come
Yeah.
spraying out at you.
It's
Yeah.
going.
But
Note
now,
to
if
self,
you have
yeah.
something to add for the dryer, you can do it when it's in dry cycle.
Or stop it before it goes to dry cycle. For those things you don't want dry.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Gals.
Yes.
Personal items.
Yes.
Now, as you asked everybody what they wanted as far as comfort items, James said solar panels, which is
Yeah.
another item on our list of things to have. To
Yeah.
add.
The power triad, like I said, you've got solar panels, battery bank, and generator. Really, all three of those go together. And if you shortchange yourself on any one of those, will change your comfort level dramatically, I think. So,
Emma says she loves you guys too. She's
oh, she is amazing.
so blonde hair.
I'm so glad that you're here, Emma. Oh my gosh.
Glad you're watching. That's
Yeah,
great.
that's first time. You tell
Okay.
Dad he needs to come by here on Sunday night.
April says a bed to walk on both sides and I don't have to jump on.
Yeah.
Comfortable chairs, reclining to sit in. I have a Keystone Energy toy
Toy
hauler
hauler.
and we don't need it. And one a regular camper. Well, there you go.
There you go.
Figuring out what you really need.
Yeah, yeah, and then figuring out what you need before you buy it, doing your homework, and then making sure that those things are on it when you do get it. So, oh, we just blinked again. Hopefully that's okay.
But yeah, going to the RV shows, walk through these RVs, sit down, see how comfortable they are, check out the space. Keep in mind what you're thinking if it's ahead of you. What do you want to be comfortable?
Yep. And you guys are sitting in the wrong spot again. We're just gonna move you right over here. There we go.
Shift a little to
There we go.
Perfect.
There we go.
Perfect.
again.
And Miss Karen is in front of the fire, so it's her fault you guys can't see the fire.
I'm sucking in the warm.
You said you wanted her back, all right? So you lose the fire.
That's right.
I've got
Take
a
it or
swallow
leave it.
growing out of my head.
Oh my
Love
gosh.
it. Oh my gosh. It's the small things in life that are entertaining.
Parts of the sky are purple.
Yeah, not a big.
Yeah,
More over that way, but the light is different.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's see if we can give him a little bit there. There we go. Oh, and Lori's head is blocking the cactus right there. Don't be blocking the cactus, Lori.
Okay, sorry.
It's
Yeah.
a crown. Yeah.
No, those
Or
are horns.
royalty. That's a little different.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Marcy.
We went crazy with spreadsheets to Mercy's dismay. And we bought this last one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, it's good to
to know
Figure it
what
out.
you want and
Yeah.
to, you know, because like somebody said, you're never going to find the perfect one, but at least if you know what your top criteria is, then you'll get one as close as possible, and maybe you can adjust things to
Right.
make it perfect
Right.
for you.
Right. And
Take
those
out the
adjustments will
couch.
take years.
Yeah.
They
Right.
really do take
Yep.
years.
Yep. It
Did
takes
you-
a while to, once you're living in it, especially if you're full timing, to realize what you want, where you want it, how you want it, how often you use it.
Right.
And we've been full timing for over 4 years now, and we're still adjusting now
Right.
and then.
Yeah.
Right.
Same here.
Yep.
Yeah. Making it more power efficient. Ooh, temperature is dropping.
Hi, pretty girl.
We're coming up on an hour.
Royalton. We are coming up. Oh my gosh, we are too. Sometimes,
Yeah.
Sun is gone
you know, it
down.
really does go fast.
Yes,
Yes.
It
Yep.
goes faster
It
than you think.
You get
it
to
does.
talking
It does.
Yeah.
We have some purple sky over here. Let me see if I can get
Yeah,
this.
take it. Show 'em.
See if I can get this. I don't. Oh, there you go. There you go. Can you guys see that purple sky over there? And yeah, it is just looking gorgeous. So, do we deliver or what? You got your sunset tonight? Even if you're in the snowy cold, Justin and Christina,
Yeah.
you got your sunset tonight. So, you're good. I think that wraps it up for us, guys.
That was fun. Thank you for having us with you.
Thank
We
you
are so
very much.
glad.
Very glad you guys could.
And we're going to
Were brave
hopefully.
enough to join us.
Miss
Ah,
Karen, I am so happy that you're back.
Oh.
I'm so glad to be back
Yeah,
out of that snowy weather. Ugh.
yeah. Well, we are going to see you guys later. We're going to see you next Sunday. So we got another week here. Hopefully, we're going to try to keep these guys around so they'll. I don't know what your plans are.
We actually
We're gonna
wanted to
wing
stay
it.
for 2 weeks.
We don't either.
Yeah. So
Lori
Kinda
wants
how
to
we
stay
roll.
for 2 weeks so that we don't have to move things.
yeah, I don't blame you. So
Kaylee's our cat. She and I would like to stay for 2 weeks.
you're in. You're in. You
All
definitely
right.
have
We'll
the
do this
invite.
next Sunday.
So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine Travels. Happy trails, you guys.
See you, Harry.
Yeah, Ken and Kathy Main. See you guys. Be safe and have fun. Thanks, guys. We will see you guys all next week, and hopefully, Miss Karen is working on a video.
Yep.
So hopefully, we'll be kicking out some videos here.
For Joe, don't be confused. I'm going back in time to Florida. Okay, we're still in quarantine.
He's gonna go. Where are you? Where are they? I know they're here somewhere.
How'd they get back to Florida so fast?
Oh,
I love you, Joe.
all
Thanks
right.
for coming.
I'm looking at. Oh, now it's finally showing up
Yeah,
on
no,
here.
my computer's way late.
Way late.
That's my computer.
All right, guys, that's it for tonight. We'll see you next Sunday. Thank you so much for coming by, and we are glad you are here.
See ya.
Have a great week. Bye, guys. And end. Right there.